5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. G's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
I speak for the trees.
Ten seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Team
remaining.
Liquid's turn to pick.
Flada.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to bat.
Night Stalker.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Dark Seer. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Warlord.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Dragonite.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to bat. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to G's turn to pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Phantom
Choose your hero.
Thank you, yep. Game number 2 coming right up here in the arena, and the atmosphere is electric. You can taste the excitement in the air.
Yeah, especially after that really good game 1 between OG and Liquid. I think OG's draft's quite a lot more solid this time. I like the last pick of PL as well to give them some more damage coming into the mid to late game, and I think they've given themselves a better chance here.
Well, the panel, they favour Liquid, but let's see how it turns out in game number 2. Who do you think?
I'm still going to go for Liquid. I still think they're just a better team than OG. You know, it's very difficult for OG, like Bulldog was saying on the panel, against these tier 1 teams to try and take games off them, and I don't think they're at that point yet.
All right, well, let's get in. Game number 2, how can they do? It's blue versus green. As No-Tail and Fly get to that rune spot, and you know, these lanes, how's the laning phase going to go? Because I feel like Viper, if he is put up against the DK at mid, is going to have a pretty nice time of things, right?
That's true, but DK just needs to keep his health topped off. We'll probably see him bring out some more tangos instead of a salve, because as soon as you let yourself get low against that Viper, the poison attack's only just going to do more damage than it would have done before. I think Liquid supports are really greedy though between the Nature's Prophet and the Night Stalker. They don't really have too much lockdown on their team overall, so I think this is why this last pick PL that No-Tail's playing is going to be really valuable for OG.
And that Jakiro taunt making the music echo throughout the stadium. It's Phantom Lancer getting ready for the laning phase. I mean, with all this these fights going on this game, you know, I think it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath. I imagine we're going to try and see No-Tail and also the Troll Warlord just kind of back out and not fight so much this game and try and get their farm on? Or do we think they're both going to be turning up to every fight and it's just going to be gloves off 5 versus 5 all game?
I think Miracle will definitely get involved with fights on this Troll. I think No-Tail really needs to try and get some space online, get that Diffusal Blade, and probably another +1 item, because although the Doppelganger's very good this game, he is very susceptible to that Night Stalker silence.
Alright, well, GH starting off in this middle lane, perhaps going to throw out a Void or 2, or maybe just heading down to bottom and passing by, throws his hand up, says hello to Seb as he passes. So we get underway in this middle lane, and yeah, DK's, you know, it's Viper counters DK with the Nether Toxin removing his passive, but I feel like in lane it's not that bad. Oh, top, Duxie is getting low. Can they finish him off? 2 more right clicks, and he hits the dirt.
Back to your original point though, yeah, Viper needs level 3 and level 5 before he can really kind of hit the key points he wants, especially level 5. Might even see an early point in Nether Toxin, and that will really give him some more kill potential on the DK. But for now in the early levels, DK's definitely okay.
Meanwhile in bottom lane, you've got that Jakiro sending everybody in fire once again, and GH, well, he's experienced this already in game number 1, and game number 2 doesn't seem to be much different. So it's just a constant harass from the Jakiro, and GH kind of He just tries to be pretty far forward and zone people, but S4 once again in this bottom lane, partnered up with Jarax, does find the stun onto KuroKy, but well, how much kill potential do they have here? I feel like if he had an Iron Shell on him, it would be really dangerous for KuroKy here, but there is no Iron Shell on Jarax because Notel needs the farm.
Yeah, especially with the boots coming out.
Sorry, S4 needs the farm.
He has the boots on the Slardar to help him catch up, but without the Stout Shield, the Nature's Prophet can trade right clicks against him with the trees. It's kind of a 50-50.
Oh, KuroKy just watching Jarax from the side. It's a tricky lane for him to be in, as S4's just enjoying this creep wave.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of just pulling it away, and it makes it very difficult for KuroKy to do anything in this lane when S4 is just skipping. It means that KuroKy can't pull anymore, and you really want that XP on the Nature's Prophet. You might see him just leave the lane relatively soon and try and get some action going somewhere else.
Early CS favouring Seb a little bit on this DK. Is that likely to change as Batumman gets more levels and gets more magic damage and poison?
Yeah, Viper does have the level 3 now, so the poison attack you see is spamming it out now that it has the 4 seconds instead of the 6 seconds. It's a bit easier for him, but I think that level 5 is the key one.
Bottom lane, Fly could be in trouble. Can he get under the tower? Does look like he will be safe for now. GH, well, he's got a shield on him despite being set on fire. Stun comes in by Jarax. Liquid starting to get low on mind control, but the burst damage just isn't really there. It's much more consistent with Fly and Notel in this lane.
Yeah, I like this from KuroKy though. As soon as he hits level 2, just TP away, leave the troll in a 1v1 against the Darkseer. Although the Darkseer is going to get absolutely fine, it feels like they can't punish him with the supports that they have.
Fly and Notel just continue to keep up the pressure in that lane. Or more importantly, bring the pressure to their lane and just kind of open things up for the Darkseer.
We've talked about how important it is for PL to have a good game here for OG, especially with the lack of lockdown on Liquid. And so if they shut down the PL, it kind of solves the problem about them needing to focus a lot on him in the mid game because of the lack of lockdown. Jax is pretty low.
Yeah, you know, he's just farming on the edge. Luckily, no one from Liquid goes to check things out.
More interested in shutting down the PL.
Much more interested, yeah. Top lane, Miracle, 22 CS compared to the Phantom Lancer's 13, so comparatively having a much better time of things.
He does have the Battle Fury queued up as well on the Troll, so if he does go for that Battle Fury build, he's definitely going to actually be avoiding fights. I thought he might get involved, you know, go for that early SMY maybe, or maybe even the early BKB, but kind of just wants to make sure he secures himself the late game, especially against the PL with the illusions. You want to be able to cleave through those.
Yeah, and he's pulling the creep wave here whilst, KuroKy, he's taken a couple of hits. As we said before though, very difficult for OG to finish off kills in this bottom lane. But back to top again as S4 is actually trying to zone out the troll a bit, but he's just taking the creep wave time after time, so it's leaving it up to the troll warlord to kind of find a way to farm these creeps himself, but he seems to be doing that. He's actually matching the Darkseer CS, so
GH
missing really nothing. Seb could be going down here as GH comes in with that double damage. Stun is out from Jarax, and that means the mid laner will escape, but Jarax has to get himself out now as Liquid aren't looking to let him survive, although GH taking a lot of hits from the towers there, and Jarax actually coming forwards. No, maybe not, maybe not. Thinks better if it thinks twice. Quite sensibly, I would say.
As soon as they use the Void to initiate the fight, they don't have anything to cancel TPs anymore. That's going to be a problem throughout the whole game, I feel like. They've only got the Troll Bash apart from the Void.
And S4 just still, he's not going to stop, he's going to keep going. GH will pay him a visit, and well, he does get that. GH goes for the body blocks. He gets the surge off and gets past the bodyguard, the creep bodyguard of GH, and well, the Darkseer is just going to keep on trying to pull this one and farm up with that Iron Shell. No surprises here.
I like the bottle pickup from S4 as well. He knows he's having a great time up here. Not much contesting from the supports up until now, so it's pretty easy for him to secure both the bounty runes.
Yeah, and he's always hanging around there anyway. Mind control, he's looking really low. He's going to eat the dirt, and Jarax gets to the tree lines as KuroKy is left alone in his lane.
He's got the Blightstone as well as the Orb of Venom now, so his right click's really hurt in these early stages of the game, but great rotation there by Jarax. Just comes in round the side and flanks mind control.
S4 just playing with GH here, getting those runes for his bottle, and well, GH will void him up. I don't think S4 is really in any trouble here, though, as he's got that surge available. Though Miracle comes around the other side of the tower, he's actually looking to push this early on, and with those early points in further, I'm pretty sure S4 needs to be careful of his tower here. In fact, he needs to be careful of his Miracle as he's chasing him into the tree line. S4 trying to get away. Kuroki comes in, but the Void available from GH annihilates S4.
Yeah, and we've seen how much... finally, it hits nighttime and GH is like, we can't have this.
Done out. Looks like Matumbaman's going to go down here, trying to get off as much damage in before he dies. But Zeb actually getting really low. He's going to be the first one to drop. Matumbaman goes down under his tower. GH giving the chase onto Jerox here. Looks like no more blood will be spilt. This Night Stalker is just too tanky in the nighttime to bring down. Too much of a threat, but Miracle taking his tower very early. The side effect of S4's constant pulling. Look at this, they're not even leaving it alone. They don't have any creeps, who cares? Who cares? Miracle just waiting for the last hit. S4, well, doing his best, doesn't get the deny, and will have to search himself away as Miracle gets those further charges up, although Miracle's getting kind of low. Jarax hanging around. S4's just going to run him down. Miracle get away, his surge forwards onto Jarax and finds him in the tree line. Yeah, nice, well-calculated kill from S4 and Jarax there.
I feel like Jarax is in the right place at the right time all the time here. You saw him rotate mids, he got the kill before in the bot lane, now he's up in the top lane, he's everywhere.
Being very, very effective on this 4 position. And no surprises here, Jerax is a very talented 4-position player. Great
ward there by Fly, spots out the rotation from Kuroki and GH, and they do see them place that ward mid too. Really valuable ward.
A lot of effectiveness from this right now. And, you know, it might get de-warded, but it doesn't really matter because it's pretty low anyway. It's made itself worth several times over.
Yeah, GH wanted to really try and get a kill before that nighttime ended, but it does tick over now, and I think he's going to have to try and slow down the pace a bit.
Bottom lane, No Tail goes down to Miracle as he rotates down on this carry and kills the enemy carry in 8 into the game. I mean, that's quite an aggressive rotation from Miracle.
Yeah, this is a great rotation from Miracle, and it's exactly what you want to do. As soon as you take the tier 1 in the enemy's off lane, just move to the bot lane, just overpower them, because this tier 1 in the bot lane for Radiant...
Uh-oh, Seb, well, in that Nether Toxin, doesn't have his armor up, and he's taking a lot of damage, throws out the stun to GH, might actually make it out here, gets into the tree line, but no, will fall down.
Yeah, that poison attack obviously being very fantastic when the enemy's very low health, and even though you have high armor, this magic damage coming through from the Viper is going to be too much.
Well, this is a real issue in this bot lane. As Liquid take another tier 1, and just like last game, they are taking objectives the moment they know that they can. No Tail trying to do the same thing down here.
Yeah, I don't think Liquid are going to be able to get up here in time to defend this tower. GH is heading over, but looks like it's not going to get anything. And now that they've got the bot tier 1 on the Radiant, OG are going to have a real bad... They need to make sure they ward off their jungle, because Liquid are going to use that for their advantage and try and take as much farm off the map as they can.
And that's what Liquid are so good at doing. Objectives, phasing people out of the map, using all of their timing to the best of their advantage.
This creep wave's massive! They can't get near it!
The 3 range creeps going to work, the 3 musketeers. Although, in comes S4. Sprouting up the creep to stop it coming forward, getting on that clap off. Kuroki, he might be the target here. The iron shells are out, and it looks like Nature's Prophet. He will be ended.
Can they get Miracle, though?
When's that surge available? I've actually used it onto S4, so... Maybe using it onto Jarax to get the stun off there. Could have been the play.
I don't think he would.
I don't think he was close enough to do it anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't in range, unfortunately.
Uh-oh, the turnaround. And Kuroki's already back, although Jarax immediately eating out of the trees.
Yeah, good Quelling Blade pick up by Jarax there on the Slardar. Obviously probably going to hold on to that for quite a long time this game to deal with the Nature's Prophet Sprout. And Liquid doing a really good job of just keeping up the tempo here and forcing the PL around different places around the map.
Another day, another death, perhaps. Ooh. Sorry, another day, another Viper strike, perhaps.
I mean, it looked like there was someone going to be coming and rotating in from Liquid, but Tumberman with that DT really just wants to force the DK HP load to keep up the damage coming out from his poison attack.
It's quite severe, even for a Dragon Knight. I mean, as we said before, that Nether Toxin makes all the difference to the DK.
No Tail has maxed the Phantom Rush on the PL as well, so it's a pretty common build now. It's going to help his farm potential. Obviously the extra agi damage coming out every 4 seconds is really going to help in terms of clearing the jungle and the wave itself in the lanes too.
So pressure up on the middle lane. S4 roaming around. He's got this helm of the Dominator, which is really, really strong for pushing. And the smoke gets revealed by GH on the high ground. He's going to pop the nighttime, but was he quick enough to get spots out? Stun is out from the Dragon Knight. Heroes surrounding him. Can GH get escape? This one doesn't look like he'll be able to get down to the low ground, but the Spirit Lance from Notail finishes him off. Mind control. He's in a pretty bad position as well. Does have that level 7. Ultimate should be available. Jax, meanwhile, taking a lot of damage from Matsumaman. Will take down the Slardar. Now the vacuum back. Miracle caught in the middle of it. All the Troll Warlord. If he dies here, this could be massive. Meanwhile, the Sprout onto Seb. Matsumaman Kuroki giving chase. Surges out. Can they finish off the DK? They certainly can. Dies under enemy tier 1. As Notail and the S4 just trying to retreat right now. More TPs coming in. GH is here. He's got the speed. He's got... Nope, never mind. Turns to daytime.
And all of a sudden there was 5 men from OG in the middle lane a minute ago. 5 men from Liquid there to match them.
And with that battle trance, it allows them to hit down this tower quite quickly.
Yeah, I feel like that was the difference between the two teams there, though. You saw Liquid when they were in this bot lane, they were very focused, making sure they get the objectives, whereas OG there, they're hunting for blood, they want to look for kills, and I feel like they've let a tier 1 tower slip through their hands there for nothing.
Troll looking for this Battle Fury, just going to help him farm even faster, as if he wasn't already on top of the net worth chart.
And it's really worrying again because it feels like last game, S4's having a really good game in terms of net worth, but their other 2 cores are really falling behind, especially Notail on this PL because of the pressure coming out from Liquid in his safe lane.
Well, Viper Strike used in the middle lane. Will he manage to get the TP out here? No! Seb actually dies. Meanwhile, Kuroki getting hit up as he tries to TP out is just about successful.
I'm really surprised OG let the Nature's Prophet through the draft again because it did so much work this game, and even though it's on a position 5, it's still having that effect of being everywhere around the map and being involved in every kill that Liquid have, it feels.
This is a Liquid effect. There's some heroes that just play so well, and every time people start banning out a new one, they seem to find another hero which they can just completely devastate with. You know, GH's Wisp, previously, I think it was Mineski who led it through the draft twice. They lost twice. Now OG, well, they let the Prophet through the draft twice and could be heading the same way, but still a close game. By no means are Liquid running away with this one just yet.
I'd like to see Kuroki on this Nature's Prophet use that teleport to try and put some deep wards down. Maybe on this top cliff, we saw just above the Radiant tier 2 in the mid lane. I think that would be a pretty good idea. Spot the rotations coming out from OG, and maybe even further into the jungle on the bottom side as well would be really good. Does have 2 on him at the moment, so look to see that soon.
Notail could be trying some funny business with Kuroki here, but Kuroki's just out of here. No time wasted at all in TPing to safety. Stun out, GH. Well, maybe it's Jax who's in trouble as Miracle pops the Battle Trance, trying to chunk down that Slardar, and he will be destroyed.
There's so much pick-off potential.
Seb, is he okay here? JH is cancelling the Void over and over again and finally uses it, and now the TP comes out.
Oh, unfortunately the bash not coming out from Miracle there. I'm sure he would have loved to that one.
Now, he says. Well, it doesn't quite work like that, unfortunately.
Notail doing a good job of forcing in the top lane though. Kuroki's trying to do his best, but it feels like Notail is going to be able to just keep putting the pressure down unless Liquid force someone up here.
It's using those illusions to try and clear out those treants, so they are very, very tanky, those treants.
Yeah, I like this Battle Fury on the Troll as well because there's not much wave clear on the side of Liquid. Oh, Notail, what a juke.
TPs, actually gets broken by GH and onto the low ground. But Timmerman gets the kill.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went for that TP when he knew the Void was still up. I don't think that was going to work. Possibly just try and walk the actual hero away, but again, he was still dead after using the Doppelganger. He has to be so careful about using that skill this game, especially where it's on the low cooldown at the lower levels, because it feels like he could just Doppelganger, and just run away. Maybe not at the night time, actually.
Look what Kuroki's got queued up. It's time for the hammer.
I love that he's going for the Meteor Hammer even before the boots as well. He understands the importance of just being pretty greedy on this position 5, pushing lanes out as much as he can.
Oh, Jax runs in and Kuroki just straight away just entraps himself in trees. And Jax falling surprisingly low.
He has to be careful here, especially with Matumbaman coming through.
Jax, is he going to escape right now? Well, looks like actually Liquid have given up chase as they're heading towards that middle lane.
Yeah, OG and Jax especially, they really need to make sure they get this blink on the Slardar because he's the main tempo controller they've got this game. If the DK gets a blink as well, that's pretty good, but we've all seen how quickly games change when the blink comes up on the Slardar. These team fights are so much easier to be able to pick off the targets that you want.
In teleports the Night Stalker. Liquid gathering heroes here at mid, trying to deter OG from pushing down any further.
Yeah, you never want to let your mid-tier 1 tower fall for free. They do,
No,
it's
already gone.
Yeah, it does, I was going to say, it does end up falling, but was denied out at least, so reducing some of the gold input for OG. Mind control.
Is he okay here? He's got the ultimate, he's alright.
Oh, he popped the one just before the last hit from Seb to make sure his ultimate didn't go off. That was pretty close. And OG here, they know that Kuroki's hanging around this top lane so much at the moment, and they really want to be able to punish that. They can't just let him sit up in this up here in this top lane for free.
Stun out, Kuroki being hit down pretty quickly here. No surviving for him.
Yeah,
Mind control coming in. He's just, once again, he seems to be doing what GH was doing last game, just kind of playing the front lines, pushing back, and forcing the heroes of OG to retreat.
I'm surprised they committed the wall, but again, it feels like Miracle's just taking over this game in net worth. And if you look at the net worth between the two carries on both sides, NoTail just hasn't had the amount of space that Miracle has, just because his team aren't creating the pressure, and they can't without this blink on the Slardar.
Well, the Battle Fury is up on Miracle, so his farming speed will increase even further. Currently 10k gold at 17 minutes, carrying a lot of his team's worth. Oh, Kuroki going to the cliff jungle.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. If you look what he's doing, he's just put a ward on top of that cliff there, which is going to give so much information to Liquid. And he spots all the rotations out now. Maybe he doesn't even need to put the ward, just stay there.
He is the ward, yeah.
Stay there the rest of the game.
Jack's stuns, interestingly.
And fantastic, he's doing exactly what I said. He goes and puts the deep wards down on both cliffs. I like this play a lot from Kuroki.
It's going to give them a lot of deep vision here.
And especially when you have heroes like the Night Stalker and the Nature's Prophet with really good pick-off potential, you want to be able to see these deep positions.
Well, it's a smoke from OG as they head in towards that Roche pit.
Here we go, they do have the Slardar ult available. It's going down pretty quickly.
With the anti-armor, it really does a lot.
Do Liquid even... Do they even know?
They are coming in. Mind control leading the charge into that Roche pit. Backing out, just trying to scare OG out of it.
It's very difficult for OG to just walk into the Roche pit versus the Troll.
Walking back in they go. Miracle raises his head.
Yeah, Mind control's getting stunned up. He's getting focused up.
Well, the flames are out. Mind control making up to the high ground. Very tense fight right now.
OG is still just in the pit here. They're just standing, waiting. They're really trying to force Liquid into this fight. They know with the Dark Sivak and the stun onto Jerax, it's very difficult.
Are they really going to get this Roshan? In comes the nighttime GH. Can they do it? Ice Path through, vacuuming them back with the wall. NoTail does pick up the Aegis. They get the Roche as well. Doppelganger out of the fight. Meanwhile, Jerax going down to Matumberman. With Kuroki up on the high ground hitting him as well. They'll be able to get that kill. Now DK trying to get out of this one. OG on full retreat, but the one hero they've left behind is perhaps their most important, as NoTail. Doppelganger's out, but he's actually going to go down twice. GH going to die in return. Ice Path quite nice. Can they catch out Miracle or maybe make the fight good for them if they can? But Miracle, well, he's just going to get away.
Mind control's doing a great job here keeping everyone alive.
Yeah, Matumba throws down that Nether Toxin. Maybe turning around and actually fighting here. There's a lot of damage up, but Miracle turning around, use that Battle Trance, and they will hit down Seb. S4 trying to cut his losses, trying to get away.
Yeah, fantastic job.
Maybe turning around, Jerax actually jumps in and gets a kill onto Mind Control. So many pickups happening all at once, and Jerax wants more. Miracle is up on this high ground though. OG, they're trying to liquid here and pick off some even more kills after the fight has already ended, but GH coming in from behind, Fly, he's going to drop. Jerax gets that stun off.
Oh, the teleport in?
Can they get the sprouts off? Yes, they can. Immediate eat through from Jerax, and in that river, he is so very fast.
Yeah, it's impossible for them to catch up, especially with the lack of stuns that we've mentioned already. Miracle was so close to going down there at the end of the fight, and Mind Control's just sitting in the backlines, making sure the Troll and the Viper can both just sit at the front and do all the damage in the world. It was so strange by OG.
So many kills, but now, despite getting the Roshan, Liquid is 4k up, and OG really leave the pit with nothing.
S4.
S4, there's that Meteor Hammer coming down. GH just kind of left to sit outside. Vacuum is used. S4 will try and run himself away from this one. He's got Surge in 3 seconds.
Here comes Mind Control in the back line as well.
Yep, they're bringing in more S4. How hard can you juke? Well, he's going to get sandwiched, jumping down to the bottom, but those trees give sight. S4 going to try and eat his way through, but Miracle is here to finish him off, and Kuroki will get a 4-times kill streak off of S4.
That bot die war just paying off dividends there. The Darkseid walks across. Kuroki knows, right, we can just easily pick him off here. And now they're going to try and turn this into a tier 2 in the bot lane, I feel. Oh.
No tail up at top, goes into Kuroki, but Kuroki just TP's out. And with no TP cancel on this Phantom Lancer, Kuroki's just taking full advantage of that.
Unlike how OG though, they see this move from Liquid in the bot lane and they know they need to do the pressure and mirror it the same in the top lane for themselves.
Miracle chasing, going after Fly here. Pop, can he do the damage to the dragon? One more hit will be needed, and Kuroki is there to finish the job. No tail. Well, thinking of going back in, and Zenith's here as well. Jax also with a great stun out onto 2. Miracle though in the middle of this fight, just outputting so much damage. Seb being caught out by Matumbaman. The TP is cancelled, and the Dragon Knight, he's got nowhere to go, nowhere to run. He's going to eat the dirt.
They need to get No Tail.
Trying to get away. No Tail, he's a big target here. The Silence is going to run off. He has got the doppelganger available.
He's trying to
get through the tree lines, but really, what can you do when GH can fly? Just trying to turn it around, trying to do anything here, but there's really nothing to be done, and he does get killed. Yeah,
cute little trying to do the cute little illusion trick, just moving the other one to the side. But again, with 5 heroes around him, you're never going to be able to pull that one off.
So, OG dropping some more heroes up at top, and it just feels like Miracle is really starting to run away with this game.
Kuroki
gets vacuumed up into the stomp from S4 as well, and they finish the job onto the Prophet.
What a fantastic play by S4 there. Vacuums him up onto the top of the cliff with the Centaur stomp to follow up. Great combo, you know, even by one person.
Yeah, combo with yourself. Well, does creep count on someone else? Probably not.
I actually like that Troll's gone for the Manta here. Oh.
Uh-oh, Fly. He's in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he's going to die.
I feel like we've just seen the power of the position 5 Nature's Prophet this game. Putting this deep vision down just allowed them to control the tempo of the game completely, and they're just waltzing through, taking all the towers at the moment, just walking through team fights, it feels like.
Another day, another tower.
And Troll's only getting scarier. He's going for the Skadi next as well. And do they have the damage on OG to be able to deal with that and kill him with that such high HP hero? He's doing a really good job of focusing his items around giving himself some good stats to keep him alive. Doesn't even need the BKB this game.
Well, Centaur's going to lead the charge, and stun does miss from Jerax.
Kuroki.
S4 immediately eating through the tree lines, actually turning it around, does get silenced up. Seb is here, Pop Man Dragon Form stunning up GH, but in comes Miracle trying to do the damage, eating through both of them with the Toxin as well. The Dragon Knight just can't survive, it's a beautiful wall, but what does it matter when Seb has already died? The Doom getting low on the low ground, but No Tail trying to give chase, the trees are there, broken by the doppelganger. Can they bring down this Viper? Jerax and No Tail will be able to kill Matumbaman. That is 8 times kill streak gone. A lot of going the way of No Tail. A bit of quiet in the fight as shots are exchanged across the river. Jerax, of course, the king of the river, being official. Double damage is actually bottled by S4.
Yeah, they just want to make sure they don't try and extend too far, because although the mind controls pop the ultimate on the Abaddon, he's doing like before, he's doing a really good job of keeping his troll alive. And you saw, as soon as the troll goes into that fight, he pops a Manta, and all of a sudden they don't know which one to focus. It's very difficult for these for the PL and the DK to pick out the right target without the illusion clear.
Kuroki and No Tail coming across with another damage out onto Kuroki. He's not going to TP out of this one, or maybe he will. Maybe he will. No, he does finally drop despite the shield.
Yeah, the Meteor Hammer being so close to coming off there, but not quite coming through. Good pick off though, and this is exactly what OG need to do. They need to punish Kuro when he TPs in deep here to try and push the waves out and get this vision down. You look at the map at the moment for them, they've got rid of both of those wards. I think one timed out, and they did deward the one on the top hill. So it's a bit more difficult now for Liquid to choose their fights as they did before.
Well, we've had that Crimson Guard on S4 up for a while. What does it really do for this team? I mean, it stops a bit of Miracle's damage, right?
Yeah, it feels like the same as last game for OG. The Crimson Guard this time for them is really going to help with the Troll damage, the Nature's Prophet damage as well. There's not a lot of magic burst coming out from Liquid, so it's difficult for them to bring someone down that's Crimson Guard.
Onto Matumbaman, trying to catch out the Viper. They're going to commit a whole lot to this kill, but they do get it.
Yeah, and that's probably going to look towards being a mid-tier 2 there. They're just trying to hunt down, see if they can get one at anyone else, but it doesn't look like it.
I'd say committed a lot, you know, the Macropire, it's a pretty kind of one of those ultimates.
And with the DK form and the catapult, that tower just melts.
Disappears into nothingness, to dust.
I think they need to try and force some TPs here from Liquid, force everybody back, because Troll, he's pushing in that top lane.
But look at how far behind No Tail is. I mean, on the Phantom Lancer, this is just not where you want to be. Jarek's jumping forwards onto Miracle, in fact.
He doesn't have the Manta available yet to dodge the Slardar ult, so they know where he is.
Yeah, but OG just aren't really in a position to go and attack him.
Oh, if you look at the wards from OG this game as well, though, they've done the exact same thing as Liquid did. There's like, although the darkness is there at the moment to limit their vision, they do see a lot more when it turns the darkness runs out or it turns to daytime. Oh, sorry, it doesn't matter at daytime.
Oh, middle lane Miracle just choo-chooing through, tearing up all of the creeps. Now picks up that BKB. Really big item for him this fight. Just stops a whole lot of the OG side's damage.
Yeah, it stops the dual breath, it stops the DK stun, it stops the diffusal blade damage from the PL, which at the moment, in this point in the game, is his main source of damage. Not doing like that kind of hard, raw right-click damage yet with the PL. His items don't allow that. And he is going for the Crimson Guard on the Abaddon as well, which, against the PL and all these illusions, it negates so much of their damage, especially with the Slardar ultimate helping them focus someone down.
Kuroki just jumps cliff to cliff. In comes those PL illusions. Spirit Lance to follow as well.
Yeah,
not really enough to deter Miracle from farming those Ancients though.
Roshan is respawning pretty soon as well, and I'm sure Miracle's going to love to try and get that one on the Troll. But again, OG, with this Slardar ultimate, if they win a fight, they can very easily take it themselves, so Liquid need to be careful with the next Roche fight.
Very crucial moment in this game.
But again, if you look at the two differences between the carries in their net worth, Miracle's just been allowed to have so much space, and with that Battle Fury helping him come into this late game situation, he's so far ahead of No Tail. At least, almost 2 items ahead of him, it feels like. 2 big items.
That is certainly not where a Phantom Lancer wants to be. Like, Phantom Lancer, he's not one of these fantastic late game carries you can kind of let lag behind a little bit because you know that he'll catch up and be stronger later on. You need him to have those items online, and you need him to be fighting.
And I like that Kuroki's put that ward around the top dire secret shop to allow them to see, if there is a Roche fight, where OG are rotating in from. It'll either be from that cliff or the one just next to their Ancients.
Well, Ice Path gonna deter Miracle for now.
Yeah, they're both just having kind of a Mexican standoff around the Roche pit at this point. They know how big this next fight's going to be to try and control the tempo of the rest of the game. He's actually gone for the Shadow Blade on the DK instead of the Blink as well.
Yeah, Shadow Blade into pipe. Oh, Ice Path is out. Miracle, perhaps caught, perhaps not.
Yeah, if he gets gone and it doesn't matter, the mind control's there behind him to keep him alive.
No Tail throws down some illusions on some Timberman.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like the the Shadow Blade on the DK as well. Can look towards building that Silver Edge, obviously going to be very good against the Viper and the Abaddon as well if they get an Orchid to try and make sure he can't get that borrowed time off.
Smoke up from Liquid. Gonna run forwards here. Put an end to this Mexican standoff.
Yeah, they really want to
with a kill.
They really want to try and get a kill.
This is a huge kill to get Seb. Well, they don't have any vision, so he will escape.
That's really unfortunate for Liquid. They really wanted to get a pick off before that Roche. It's spawning really soon. OG have actually got vision up on that cliff there, so they do see a lot. I think they didn't quite see that smoke there, but they knew something was up for Liquid.
But they're just dominating this Roche right now. They're not really letting OG come close to it, but they're spending a lot of time. This is a lot of time spent of Miracle not farming.
That's true, but at the same time, No Tail's not really farming either. They're kind of just, staring each other down, trying to, assert their dominance before the Roche spawns.
Locked in a loving gaze, maybe?
And yeah, it has spawned now as well, so both teams are just going to be dancing around this mid lane.
Staring and dancing. And smoking as well.
And I love that they smoke up again. Jerax, though.
Jerax go for the courier of all things, and, well, pop out that protection. Interesting attempt, I would say.
Yeah, but that's what the deep vision does for you. You can see these courier rotations. It's not quite as good as a hero pick-off, but getting the courier at any point in the game is also going to be really useful. Try and force your opponents back to base to pick up their items. I feel like Liquid could try and move up here and rotate around and flank the side of OG.
Jerax, force starting himself away. Got the blink as well. Does escape. No Tail. Is he going to be quite so lucky? Do they know which one it is? He's actually going to Manta off the slow, trying to escape under his tower. There's too much damage. No Tail's going to go down, and this opens up the Roche pit for Liquid. There is no buyback available now, Phantom Lancer.
I love how as soon as No-Tail dies, he pings out that ward on top of the cliff. He's like, oh, guys, they just knew where we were. One step ahead of us, and with the troll for Liquid, this Roche is going to fall really quickly.
Well, Jarax waits on the high ground, trying for something here, but gets immediately chased away by GH. And this is a Liquid Roshan.
Yeah, and that's the cheese as well that's probably going to be put on the Viper. The Orchid coming out from Nature's Prophet as well means I really hope he tries to get on the back lane, try and focus this Jakiro or the Slardar, because they're the ones that are really trying to control the fights at the moment with the Crushes and the Ice Paths.
I've actually managed to find a Yule Scepter on Jakiro. What does that do for them?
It's just set up for the Ice Path, I feel like, more than anything. You know, if you can find these pickoffs, it's going to be really useful. They do have the Vacuum into the Ice Path combo, but it's and the Crush as well, sorry. But we haven't really seen it so far this game. It's really difficult to pull off.
Oh, No-Tail coming on to mind control here, but Timberman is right nearby, and PL's another hero which doesn't like being Nanotox, and Manta dodge beautifully onto the Viper Strike. The Doomman forced to pop out that BKB, so won't get frozen up. Chasing down No-Tail, the silence is out onto him. Do they have the damage to bring him down? They have another silence available, the Orchid is there, and they finish off the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, unfortunately when he pops that Manta to try and escape before, there's nothing for him to deal with the Orchid.
Liquid jumping onto Fly here, completely grading Fly's cheese. He does actually manage to pull stuff away, so the Dragon lives to breathe fire another day.
I think that might have been the 4-star from Jarax.
Oh, they haven't given up yet. They throw off that Spirit Vessel. Is it enough to bring him down? I think he'll be okay in base. Actually, the Prophet TPing in right the way behind and finally gets the kill. So much commitment for the Jakiro.
How does Kuroki just TP into their base like that? That's madness from him, and he's so much of the deep push on the Jakiro, so he's forced to buy back here to keep his tier 3 alive.
15 seconds still on No-Tail. Is this buyback enough to force back Liquid?
Liquid are doing such a good job of just finding pick-off after pick-off, and Miracle's just not afraid to get involved in these fights and just force themselves on the front line, especially with the DK. DK stun doesn't matter this game because they've got the Aphotic Shield on mind control from this Abaddon. He's not afraid to just get stunned himself, stunned up, when he knows that's there, that support behind him.
Shiva's now up on the Darkseer as well. That will help out a little bit versus Matumberman and Miracle, but, you know, with the battle trance and everything, it's... well, it's something. It's something to slow them down.
Yeah, if you run in, pop the Vacuum, pop the Shivas, at least it kind of gives a little bit of breathing room for Jarax in terms of blinking in and getting the Crush off. Doesn't necessarily have to do it just quite as instantly as he would have had to before.
And S4 has been searching around for these Centaurs. He really wants that Vacuum Stomp combo.
Yeah,
Can be absolutely instrumental in team fights, but...
it feels like OG at this point into the game, if they really want to try and win a team fight, they have to pull that combo off, because Liquid are doing such a good job of spreading themselves out and making sure not enough heroes all get back to all together.
Yeah, whether it's a Centaur or whether it's a Jarax, they need that lockdown.
Oh, they ping out No-Tail.
Doppelganger onto the high ground, a TP away, he'll be alright. He'll be alright.
Yeah, with the lack of lockdown on Liquid, it's very difficult for them to chase down heroes like PL here.
Oh, S4 just running straight on the tower here, and the Timman comes out, uses that Viper Strike, just wants to force back this Darkseer.
Yeah, he does have the cheese on the Timberman as well.
Ice and double TP out. Are they going to make it? They just about will.
Yeah, that Void animation was coming through there, but didn't quite knock him off. Oh, this net worth, though, Miracle is so far ahead. Sev is Shadow Bladed, though. He might be able to find something. Oh, with the Butterfly on the Troll as well. Now that's going to help so much against the PL damage.
Miracle is going to be a very, very tricky target. Not only to bring down, but also stay away from. Oh, little fight up between the DK and Kuroki here, but Kuroki's got that TP. Interrupted by the Vacuum, though, and they will find the kill. Onto the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, even if the Vacuum didn't come through there, the Ice Path from Fly was going to be enough to pick him off. And Liquid, they see OG all rotate to this top lane. Miracle says, IDC backdoor protection. I'm going to go and kill the tower anyway.
Just gets completely demolished.
And with this DD, are OG going to be able to defend in time here?
Miracle, look at him go. Jesus, so much damage onto this tower. S4 trying to jump in and just stop him, but there's nothing to be done.
They don't have the glyph.
Well, Vacuum back into a stun from the Centaur, eventually.
Mind Control's just taking no damage though.
Meanwhile, No-Tail goes down quite low on the sidelines, and they're just trying to force Liquid back here, but they're not really initiating on them.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of moving in and moving out as a unit and making sure no one gets left behind and picked off.
S4 actually goes up into Matumberman's space here. He's pretty tanky on that Darkseer.
Yeah, the Nature's Prophet's respawning in 10 as well, so OG have got to be careful.
Miracle comes in, gets a stun off. Can he finish off S4 here? It could be huge if he can, but the Ice Bomb comes through. Slows down Miracle. He's got this Aegis. I don't think it's up for much longer, though. And OG are just trying to play around it.
Great use by there, Jakiro, to keep Miracle up in the air, to make sure he can't follow up with the damage and kill S4.
Well, Liquid are going to back out. I think they know this Aegis is going to run out soon. And they don't want to take a fight where an Aegis runs out halfway through. Yep, there we go. Aegis is gone. Yeah,
and with the tier 3 down in the bot lane, that allows the shrines to open up, give them some more map control to Liquid, try and shut out everything that you can from OG. Like you said, don't make this risky play, especially when you're so far ahead in this game. 12k up already.
Yeah, I mean, 12k at 36 minutes. You know, we've seen bigger leads, but we've certainly seen smaller ones as well. So, OG coming forwards, Fly, trying to catch him out. Here, the ultimate is used from Miracle as he starts to go onto Jerax here. Can he bring down that fish? He certainly can. Meanwhile, Kuroki goes down. The Nature's Prophet has dropped, but battle chances pop. Miracle just trying to do as much damage as he can. Dragon Knight needs to get out of this one. He's taking so much damage, but Toonman here to catch him. No-Tail might be the one in trouble. In fact, they both fall. Both caught dead on the side of OG. Buybacks are available. S4 just runs away on the side of this team fight.
Yeah, they really want to try and get that Darkseer down as well. Kuroki TP's to the top lane, so they might spot him out, but Liquid don't care. They're just going to run down this mid lane and force these buybacks.
Well, I think No-Tail will have to commit for his, as Miracle comes in bottom. He wants these racks. He just attacking so fast. Fly, well, he gets the Ice Bar Force onto him. Seb coming forwards. They have the stun available. Jumping onto Miracle now, but Miracle just seemingly taking no damage. Guys from OG, nice stun into the Ice Wall, vacuuming them back as well. Miracle, he's dropping low, trying to get out of this one, but maybe OG could just about do it. The Mistcall coming out to heal up Miracle, and now he's just turning straight back around. GH drops low as well, but they just can't finish anybody off. The 2 minute middle of it all, pops a BKB, turning it on to Seb, brings him down.
That's a dieback.
That is a dieback. Miracle is godlike. Jerax just doing his best to defend here, throwing out those corrosive hazes. What's it matter? Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Kuroki's just going to town with his trees.
He's taking the mid racks.
5 profit. He's just taking the middle racks and is actually starting to work on top. Meanwhile, bottom's already full. It's all falling apart from OG. They are going to be able to find the kill onto Kuroki, but Liquid, they've already done the damage. 2 barracks down.
No-Tail.
Uh-oh, if the PL goes down here and he silences up, he gets taken apart by Miracle. Miracle into the base. He's got the scatter. He slows down S4. S4 ticks off to the Spirit. And Fly, he just can't make it back to base. He's going to Yules himself up, but when he comes back crashing down, well, here comes Jerax with the stun, trying to help his Dragon get into the base, but he can't quite do it. S4 and Jerax, the only one left alive, and the final barracks come under siege from Liquid.
Yeah, fantastic fight from Liquid there, just flanking from all sides. Nature's Prophet forcing the rotations towards the mid lane, and it feels like OG, they're just being pulled apart here, arm by arm, leg by leg.
DK, well, he's back in 10 seconds. What really can they do? Mega creeps now for Liquid.
Yeah, it depends. I think they could either try and finish the game off here, or they could even just wait for the next Roach if they want to play it safe, but they're not.
That's all jumping in. Jerax as well, but the BKB quickly from Matumbaman. Well, Seb jumps in. And let's see if Liquid wants to commit to a fight here. They turn it around, Miracle, popping, Battle Trance coming forwards onto Seb. Trying to get that lockdown, trying to get the bash. Can he do it? Meanwhile, S4 in the middle of it. Silence up, can't do anything. Now with the back wall, it's pretty big. How much can it do though? Seb getting very, very low. Jerax as well, just about able to escape. No one has dropped yet. Jerax force stops out of the trees, trying to escape from the Troll Warlord. Liquid running around in circles, trying to chase him. But they've already taken Mega Creeps, and I just don't think OG can really defend from this.
Oh, the 4-star? Okay, Miracle is going to be fine. I think Liquid just need to back off here, wait for the next row, because PL and Jakiro is almost up again now. They just need to be careful.
GX and Jerax. Oh, Jerax actually gets the stun and finishes off GH.
What an MLG bash there by Jerax, just enough to finish him off.
Huge.
I like this play from Liquid. Just play safe. You're in the upper bracket of a tournament. If you win this game, you secure yourself top 3. So just be safe for now.
Keeping cool-headed as Jerax kind of swimming around, chasing couriers. OG can defend from Mega Creeps, right?
Yeah, they can. They've got the PL and they've got the DK, but again, it feels like last game where they're in this situation where they can hold on, but how are they going to win the game now? It's all very well defending for the whole game, but if you don't win, then what's the point in even playing?
Liquid just playing this game so well, never really falling behind. Miracle just on top of this game all the time. We have an Aeon disc out on the Slider. I think we had it last fight as well. it's going to do them a bit of work. It allows them just to jump into the middle of things, get a massive stun off, and not worry about immediately getting blown up afterwards. Yeah,
and Miracle does have the the rapier queued up on the troll. I would say normally you probably don't want to do that, but this game, he's being kept alive so much by the Abaddon that he probably doesn't even care. He's very confident in mind control.
We see it. Meanwhile, no tail. Oh no. Oh, he actually gets out. And the illusion to do a fair amount of movement. Not nearly enough to bring him down, but
does manage to TP out, but with the Roche available now.
GH just punching Jerax.
Yeah, that battle chance almost made him finish off Jerax there on the Night Stalker. And with this third Roche, with the Refresher Shard, Liquid look like they're going to try and close out the game, I feel.
Yeah, the cheese as well. I mean, well, Miracle actually dropping a couple of his items here. Oh, just giving them to the courier. Does he want the cheese, maybe?
Yeah, he might even want the Refresher Shard for the double battle trance as well. We've seen how much
Mind Control's trying to give it to him, but he can't quite reach him. No, maybe not. Okay.
That's fine. Oh, he's actually brought a double butterfly on the courier.
Of course he has.
So now the PL's obviously going to do absolutely no damage, and this Battle Fury from the Troll, I questioned it a little bit at the start of the game, but he's so far ahead of anybody else in net worth now. Almost 10k ahead of the next guy who's also on his team. 17,000 ahead of the PL.
Very difficult to see a way out of this match where OG win. But they will try.
I love how Kuro's spouting up the Troll as well, just to troll him.
Trolling the Troll, well, jumping on to Miracle here. They're doing a decent chunk of damage, but the moment he comes out of there, he pops the Battle Trance, turns it around, No Tail gets completely destroyed, and that is no buyback available on the Phantom Lancer. S4 gets taken out from a distance. Miracle on his own, just running forwards here. GH with the backup, but what does it matter? Miracle just hitting too hard, too fast, too much, and it is GG from OG. Liquid will make it through to the upper bracket finals. Sorry, the next stage in the upper bracket, not the quite upper bracket final.
It is the upper bracket final. Good job.
Yes, it is. Nailed it.
Fantastic there by Liquid. I mean, coming into this series, obviously I think nearly everybody, apart from maybe some OG fans, would have definitely favoured Liquid coming into this matchup.